Hello, everyone, and this is David Rothfeder, and we are doing the first episode of a two-shot of Threadbare. We are specifically going to be using the Electric Forest setting, or I'm sorry, Electric Avenue setting, which is pretty cool. It has to do a lot to do with dancing and dance battles, and toys doing dance battles, which is pretty cool. I'm probably going to use some aspects of the Boogie Shoes adventure, but we'll kind of see how character creation goes and see how much I'm going to pull that. The Boogie Shoes adventure has to do with the big annual dance battle competition to see which toys are dominant. Before we get started, let's have our players introduce ourselves. Let's go from my screen left to right and start with Brian.
Hi. I'm Brian Vo, longtime member of the Gauntlet, not very active. This will be my first hangouts gaming since we went to Firebase. So I'm excited to be doing a little bit of gaming and having fun with everybody. I'm also a blogger on A Cook and a Geek, so you can find me there.
I think you're also very active on Kicksnarker, if I recall.
That is correct.
I believe.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is just me, because I don't think I've ever talked to you in person, but I believe you're oftentimes brought into any fashion sort of Kicksnarkers.
Yeah. I'm the de facto fashion consultant for the Kicksnarker community. Kicksnarker, for anyone that doesn't know, is a site that or a community on Google Plus where we critically consider Kickstarters going, and every time there's something about fashion, I guess I get brought in because I had some thoughts about jeans one day. So Eric often likes to bring me in to say, hey, what do you think of this brand? I'm like, I don't know that much about clothes, but I guess I know more than average.
Sorry, I had to bring in that fun fact.
Yeah, absolutely, that's totally cool.
And then next is Angel.
Okay. Hello, my name is Angel. I've played in the Gauntlet community a few times. I've been following for a long time. I'm really excited to play a little bit more with everyone here. Have a YouTube channel, an RPG YouTube channel called Hijos del Rol. See, it's mostly Spanish. I do some English stuff, mostly interviews with authors. So, yep, I'm really excited to play this game.
And Ryan?
And I'm Ryan, as the introduction said already. I'm fairly new to the Gauntlet, just a couple months in, but this is my first time playing Threadbare, and I'm psyched.
Well, cool. So to get started, I've already posted the links. Just go ahead and claim one of the slots on the character and the character keeper, but you're going to need to decide what type of toy you're going to play. And there's a couple of different types of, there's 3 types of toys, and then each type of toy has a more specific kind of model of toy from there. The first type of toy is, let's see, I'm trying to remember how how they actually break them down. So there are mecha toys, which are kind of those hard plastic toys. They're things like action figures, Transformers, any type of toy that's hard would count as a mecha. Then there's also socks. These are basically sock puppets, articles of clothing that are basically co-opted into toys. And then the last are softies. These are basically your stuffed animals, things like teddy bears. I mean, heck, a blankie could be probably either a sock or a softie, whichever you prefer. Now, each type of toy has their own has their own thing that's special about it, and then in addition, the specific form you have gives you an additional move. So, for instance, mechas have a special move when you salvage, called salvage parts. That basically makes it so that jury rigs work a little bit better. Jury rig is when you try to make something or fix something, including yourself, using just the parts around you. And then the other thing they have is a special friendship move, which every type has. And that basically tells you, hey, look, when this happens, you can create better ties with people. Socks are all about helping other people out. So that's what their move is about, and you can see it on their character sheet. And then softies are good at convincing people. So they have a move specifically having to do with that. So one of those sheets I gave you was goes over the 3 different types of playbooks and what they are. Now, the playbooks are not exclusive. So we can have 3 mechas, and that's perfectly all right. Or we can have one of each, whichever you guys prefer. While it's not against the rules for 2 people to choose the same form, I would probably say, hey, look, since this is a short game, let's try to avoid it so we can make our characters feel a little bit more special. Mm-hmm. Now, some people like to just dive right into the fiction and say, oh, yeah, I want to play this type of toy, and we figure out how that works. Awesome. If you are one of those people who wants to choose things based on the mechanics, what we'll do is I'll let people kind of start looking at them. And then if people are like, okay, well, how do these mechanics actually work? I'll go ahead and start having the mechanics conversation. I just don't want to bombard people with information while they're trying to decide what type of character they want to make, unless that's what they want.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I think I want to go for a sock.
For a sock? Awesome.
Yeah. Mm.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be one of the mecha ones. I'm just going back and forth between which sort.
Okay, I'll go with the softie then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and like I said, you didn't have to all choose different ones there, but hey, if that's what happens, it still works. It's good. So,
mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm going to be a sock puppet because that sounds fun.
Yeah, did you decide? Oh, specifically the sock puppet form.
Yep.
Okay. So once you've chosen, you're going to need to, come up with a name, of course, and decide your pronouns. But the way the stats work are there's 3 stats. One's going to be at a +2, one's going to be at a +1, one's going to be at a -1. There's scrounge, which is all about making stuff, fixing stuff, and trading stuff. It's very much, like, hey, this is all about the resources of the world. Then there's smile. That's all about interacting with other toys, making friends, influencing people, things like that. And lastly, there's strong arm, and that's basically being tough and and physically imposing things on the world. So everyone gets to decide something that they're great at, something they're good at, and something they're bad at. If you want to take a look at what those different stats are used for, the second tab has the all of the different moves on there. I may not have had them organized the best. I kind of very quickly got them transferred over. If you'd like, I can also post a link to the Threadbare website. So that way you could just look at the Or actually, I can post that link. Here's a link to the PDF of the basic moves at the very bottom as well.
I think I want to go into either smile or strong arm. Basically want to like say a bunch of things and pretend I'm smart. Maybe it's true, but not necessarily.
Oh, that sounds like a smile thing to me. Strong arm would be more of, let's see, I believe it's used for moves like, strong arm is used for look fierce, which is about standing up to bullies. It's also used for cannibalize. I think it's also used for push and pull, which is basically moving things that are bigger than you.
Okay. The one move that kind of tricked me on that is the think it through move, which is a plus strong arm, which seems more thinky than the other strong arm moves.
Yeah, okay, I never noticed that was strong arm. That is true. It might have been changed that way just to balance out strong arm. Or it might have been moved that way because strong arm is all about manipulating the physical world. And think it through is kind of about coming up with solutions to the physical world. And there's no real stat about smart. So yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense that would be strong arm.
I'll stick with the smile thing, though. I think interesting.
You know what? I just realized I should give you guys more boxes for your playbook move, so I'll go ahead and make some more to help keep you things paired up. There, that should be enough spaces for everything. Have people given more thoughts of the specifics of what toy they are?
Looking through the options and forms, so I'm thinking like a bear, built like a bear. So, but like very over the top bear.
So this being the gauntlet, I have to make a joke about, oh.
Yes, you do.
Especially because this is about you guys are probably going to spend quite a lot of time at the nightclub.
That gave me an idea for a character. Huh.
We're all bears. No. Just constructed differently. No.
Wait, I thought we decided that this was a different. That was happening on a different.
Hey, you took us down this path.
We're somehow in like the PG nightclub island. I don't know how that's gonna go, but man, I was thinking like a bucket of dinosaurs, but now I'm going, oh man, do I need to be nightclub ready?
Oh no, a bucket of dinosaurs sounds awesome for a nightclub.
Yes, we are party animals.
What I mean is, you are a one-toy dancing crew as a bucket of dinosaurs.
And I'm going to be a sock puppet dressed as John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever, with the whole the white suit.
I love everything about that premise.
Yes.
I like 2 arms that move around when I dance. Everything.
Love it. Oh, actually, no. It gets even better than that.
Yeah, now I have to figure out a name for a joke name for that.
Yes, I know. I'm just like, oh. I mean, the best I have is Sock Travolta.
Yeah, I was thinking that Sock Travolta.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yes, once you have decided on your stats in your form, the next thing you need to do is decide your parts. Your parts are basically the things that make you up as a toy. They can be things like a stylish hairdo or a leisure suit. They can also be more metaphysical things like an odd sense of humor or a sense of adventure. They can be qualities to yourself, like fuzzy and soft, or something that you can do, like flashing lights and noises. So things like that. Parts are kind of your hit points, because anytime you fail a move, I'm not going. I don't make hard moves like in other Powered by the Apocalypse World games. At least I don't think I do. I'm going to double check that. Instead, you start losing parts. So that stylish hairdo you have might rip off, or you might lose your sense of curiosity and adventure. So these are things that are important and defining to your character, but are also things that you need to make sure that is possible for your character to lose and still be your character. Now, of course, if you lose everything that makes your character yourself, that's when your character is destroyed. Basically, the toy no longer functions. I will give an example. When I played this game, I played Lan, who was a who was a classic Lando Calrissian action figure. And I specifically gave myself an arm and 2 legs, a blaster rifle, and my original packaging, and collector's value. So notice I didn't include my left arm, which meant that I specifically made it so my character didn't have a left arm. So that meant that at one point of the game, my character no longer had collector's value. So I had to play out that my character no longer saw himself as valuable. Now, the nice thing about the game is, unless we're playing Dented, and even when I ran Dented, I let people choose. When you lose a part, you choose which part you lose.
Before I mangle your nice character keeper, I'm allowed to have up to 12 parts. Would you rather I add extra lines or just smush them onto one line?
We can add some extra lines. That's
Okay,
right.
cool.
The many pieces is
Yes.
a ridiculous amount of parts.
I can have so many bits. I'm a cloud of dinosaurs.
Wow, that's amazing. I thought I had a lot with 8.
You can't kill us all.
Now remember, you don't have to do each bit as a separate dinosaur. They can be.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to add in traits as well. I just was establishing bucket and then went, oh, I'm out of lines. So.
Now, the next thing that we should talk about is do you want to be residents of Electric Avenue, or people exploring Electric Avenue? Electric Avenue is the setting, and it is a place where basically it is always night, and there's always bright lights going on. There's always music being played, and everything is determined by and all arguments are determined by dance battles, including arguments over what's true and not true. Like, is the floor currently covered in lava?
I like to be not a denizen of this place, but I've come here. That I've always dreamed with coming here. I've been preparing myself all my life for this place.
Does everyone kind of feel like that's cool? Like, you guys are a dance troupe and you've heard about Electric Avenue and you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna come here and we're gonna own the place.
Yeah, okay. I'm down with that.
Sweet. In that case, I will have everyone start with a dance move. Pinchable ears.
Okay, I love how club ready our stuffed bear is in his neon outfit.
Ooh, a book of fairy tales. Obnoxiously endearing oversized sunglasses with flame frames. Oh, that is amazing. Hairy chest.
It's not actual hair.
Okay. What's the hair actually made out of?
Like threads, like black threads.
I was
Sewn
thinking you
into
could
my,
do like steel wool.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You have night fever.
Yes. Okay, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's me.
Excellent. Oh, I didn't put a section for ties. It being a two-shot, what I might do is just do ties with the group and not record it on the character sheet, because that will just kind of get the dynamics going, but not, I don't think there's going to be much of a need to have the actual mechanics of ties. Okay. Is everyone pretty good with their parts, or?
I've got space for one more, but I'm kind of blanking on good things to lose.
A bucket.
Oh, yes, a bucket. That's an obvious one. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay. Well, let's have everybody do a quick introduction of their characters, and then we'll do some quick ties, and then just kind of take things from there.
Sounds good. I guess I'll go first to pattern, perhaps. Okay. My character is a softie that's built like a bear. His name is Sunshine Sparkleton. It's a very, very, very brightly colored bear. Has what he would characterize as great style. Maybe not everyone else would agree, but it certainly works for him. Very bright and sunny personality, maybe in other people's business a bit too much, always trying to be helpful and tell them advice that'll make their days better. So yeah, that's Sunshine for you.
I can go next. My name is Sock Travolta. I've always dreamed of winning the dancing off competition in this place. So I've been training my whole life because I have the night fever in me. I know I can make it, and I've found these friends who are going to help me achieve my dreams. So I'm always like very excited and very motivated, and I just want to party.
Nice. And then the dinosaurs.
Yes, we do not have a fancy name. We'll eventually earn one, probably, but we are one. We are united. We have perfect rhythm, and we are going to dance all over Electric Avenue. And as it says on the tin, basically, we are a bucket of dinosaurs, including the original bucket.
Which, by the way, that means that you could totally that sounds like a great part for you to maybe jury rig later is a name.
Yes.
Excellent. So let's do some ties with each other's. Ties are pretty basic. They're just kind of a relationship that you have with another character. And we're just going to have everyone point at another member of your dance crew to help figure it out. So examples of scruffy ties are, I owe blank a huge debt. Blank has never really shown me much respect. And blank doesn't understand the world. It's my responsibility to teach them. And I will never forget what blank did for me. If you want to go a little bit softer, some fluffy ties are, blank and I used to be really close friends. I learned about a cool machine from blank. I hope someday to build it. I admire blank's blank. And I love to play with blank. They're such a good sport. So those are kind of the softer, more friendlier ties. The dented ties, however, are more like this. I'm envious of blank because they have blank. I wish blank cared about me. I owe blank a debt all right, and they aren't going to like how I repay it. I told blank an important secret. I wonder if I can trust them.
Can I owe Sunshine Sparkleton a debt and he won't like how we repay it? Because I think Sunshine Sparkleton rescued some of my hive mind of dinosaurs once, keeping us from being divided. And so we owe him, and we will help him in a way that we find fitting, but our thoughts are strange.
Yeah, that sounds great.
In that case,
I think for Sunshine, Sock Travolta, I feel, is a bit naive about the world, and I have to keep him out of trouble in this exciting new world we've embarked into.
Sure. Feel free to do something off the list. It's just those are the examples that were given.
Sure. And I think I will never forget what the dinosaurs did for me. I think they were the ones that found like that gave me my hair though, my awesome hair, Travolta hair, which is one of my defining characteristics.
We are very good at scrounging and very resourceful.
Yes.
So you said you owe the dinos a debt?
Well, that could be it as well. I was thinking more that I will never forget what they did for me. But
Okay.
I see it as a little bit more than that. Uh, mm, yeah.
Okay. The dinos, would you like to choose another thread to Travolta?
I'm already forgetting what the listed ones were. So second while I remember stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's stuff like, hey, I owe this person. I won't forget this. They've never shown me much respect. I'm envious of this. I basically gave you those examples to get you the better idea of what the tones are like.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm envious of Sock Travolta because he is perfectly themed for dancing, and we're playing against type.
Okay. Sunshine, would you like to choose a thread to the dinos?
I would. I'm trying to think of what would be appropriate, though. If anyone had any suggestions, that would be great too. Let's see. I've already forgotten all the things as well. We've already done envious things, so I feel like we should I should go something a little bit different.
If you want to go dented, there's the important secret that you're not sure if you can trust. There's wishing that they cared about you. If you want to stay in Scruffy, there's maybe you think the dinos haven't shown you much respect, which could totally work because they have this alien hive mind and don't understand your version of respect.
Right. Yeah. Let's go with that. I think that because there are so many of the dinos, like every time I feel like I've gotten my point across to one of them, like the rest of them will like override my opinion sometimes. Not like all the time, but enough that it rubs me the wrong way. So yeah, let's go with that. If that's okay with you.
Yes, we have our own opinions. We don't need your input.
We are the dinos. Resistance is futile. Let's dance.
Are you dinos
yes,
or
we're the Paleolithic Borg.
You don't know how true that can become.
You will join us.
Oh no.
We are going to assimilate all your dance moves.
Well,
that would be a good thing. That might be a success.
I do owe you. It could be a favor.
Oh no.
And Travolta, would you like to point a thread at Sunshine Bear?
I mean, I don't want to repeat, but I was thinking that they haven't shown me much respect because they see me as this like this kid who is too enthusiastic about the world and all that, as we said. I think I want to earn their respect towards me by showing that I can do this, that I can prove myself.
Okay. Okay, so that is basic character creation. What we're going to do, though, is since you are already an established dance crew, I think rather than making everyone if you're an established dance crew, of course you know at least one dance. So we're going to have each player make up their dance. Now you guys can all choose the same dance, and then it's this big, all group dance number. Or maybe you have different dance moves, and that's okay too. So the way this works is one of the documents I put up is just the pages from creating dance moves, because those are specific to the setting. So what you're going to do is you're going to first choose whether you have a trying to get to the right place. If you have a conventional dance move style, which is kind of the way that most people dance, and that means that you more have like a dance routine, like you know these dances. Then there's the page. This is not laid out the best. Transformation, dance moves. Here we go. Then there's a freestyle dance move, where that's when you dance, you just dance your heart out. And what the effects are going to be random. And then there's a controversial dance style. And that breaks all of the rules. I'm going to ask you don't do that, because that means we need to invent a completely new move without any supporter rules. But that's totally a thing that can happen. It's just way more work. So I'm going to ask either to stick with conventional or freestyle. So yeah, are you a freestyle? Are some of you conventional, or in some of you freestyle, or are you all one way, or are you all the same way?
So do freestyle dance moves not use the dance move table?
It sort of does. What you end up doing is you roll, and there's a different table that you roll on. You roll 2d6, and the result tells you what you get.
Okay.
I think given our relationships to each other, well, I think we might have different dance moves, or at least I think I've got one for my own in mind.
Yeah, I think we, the dinosaurs, are in sync, but we, the dance troupe, are perhaps not.
Hopefully, in the most ideal of worlds, they'll all kind of blend together in a nice way that just happens to be good, but who knows? I think mine's going to be a conventional dance move, because that's the way things should be. Things should be easy and structured. So
I think the dinosaurs are freestyle, because we're creative and resourceful, but we do things a bit oddly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm going to be freestyle as well, because I'm kind of self-taught. So I have all these new moves I've invented, and I'm going to prove everyone there's this new way you can dance.
Okay. So in that case, everyone should name what their type of dance is called. And if under path, say whether you're conventional or freestyle. And then if you're conventional, you decide what your movement types are. So the way that the movement works is you get to choose a footwork, a hip movement, and a torso and arm movement.
Okay.
You also have to decide, and I would, everyone decides this. I would do it with your path. Decide what stat you roll when you dance. So basically, and we'll do a bit with themes. So like scrounge might be, I take up, I interact with my environment. I jump on tables and stuff. Smile would be like, yes, I'm so charming when I dance. I get everyone into it. And I invite people to join me. A strong arm would be like, yes, I am strong when I dance, and nothing can stop my passion.
Mm-hmm.
This one in conventional dance moves, it says it should be collaborative between the player and GM. So,
Yes. So with that, it's like, hey, I want to be a break dance. I want to do the teddy bear break dance and have it a waltz with prim and proper. Like, is that really the teddy bear break dance?
yeah, I'm not gonna go the breakdancing route. Maybe if I went strong arm, then maybe I would. But I'm going smile, so I'm calling my move the solar dunk.
Nice.
Yeah. And so basically it's a lot of like round movements, like circling and like getting up high, and with the hands like making a circle over his head and then jumping and like slamming it and just kind of doing that in a circle and trying to like whip the whole crowd into like doing the solar dunk.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like your torso arm movement is put your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Yes.
Would you say the footwork would be like a two-step?
Yeah, I think the simpler the better for the footwork. Like
And
a
then that
hop
would
or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other options are swing or waltz, and those don't sound.
No, that'll be the two-step
Yeah. And we can always, we could invent other things, but for a short game, why put in the work? And then the last thing would be your hips. Are you prim and proper? Do you sway? Or do you shake that booty?
Oh, yeah, he's shaking that booty.
Shaking that booty. So what I would do then is just record those movements, and then we'll refer to the actual list whenever you actually roll it. The way dance moves work is when you have a reason to, you can use each dance move once per session. So you may want to save it for a dance battle. When you do it, you roll whatever the associated stat is. And on a 7-9, you choose one of your options, and you basically get that for the rest of the session. On a 10 plus, I believe you get to choose two of the options. Now let me get to freestyle. For the freestyles, what's going to happen is you are also going to get abilities, but what we'll do is the first time you dance, we'll roll 2d6 to find out what the abilities for your dance is, and it's permanent once it's done. Roll 2d6 against the table below. Whichever move you roll is your dance move. Note that this is permanent. You must engage in a new quest to learn a new dance move. You can so over the course of the game, you can also try to do things for some of the NPCs, and then they can teach you dance moves. That said, let's go ahead and take a bio break because we just finished doing character creation, and this will give me a chance to think about the setup and everyone to think about their characters. Let's be back at around 45 after.
Sure.
Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay. One thing about the rules I forgot to mention is leveling up. There is no experience in this game. The way your characters improve is by adding parts to yourself, which requires moves to do so. So you get more, anytime you add a new piece to yourself, we write a move for it. Excuse me. If you lose that part that's associated with that move, then you lose the move. In addition, dance moves cannot be lost, so that's why they're more difficult to get. So let's go ahead and start with the scenario. The world of Threadbare. There are toys who dedicate their lives to movement and spectacle. Once a year, the smoothest moves and the most incredible choreography go on display at the Avenue of Champions, the world's premier dance competition. Toys from all over the world come to the musical paradise known as Electric Avenue to strut their stuff, let the music flow through them, and compete to see who has the talent and dedication to wow the judges and take home the Electric Cup, a symbol of artistic mastery like no other. This is a story about dancing. You will play characters who are dedicated to the point of obsession, who find true bliss on the dance floor. Dancing is how they come alive. Competing is how they share that vitality with the world. You will strive, you will compete, and you might even win. But the prize will mean nothing compared to the voyage of self-discovery, friendship, and perhaps even love that will happen along the way. So you are preparing for the competition and are making your way to the strange place called Electric Avenue. You know that the Electric Cup is coming up soon. However, there are two things that you need in order to compete. What are they? They can be something like in a musical accompaniment, and there's examples of they give examples of what those might look like. They could be things like concepts, or they might be things such as parts. You do not have these things yet. However, you're hoping to find them at Electric Avenue in time for the competition.
Mm-hmm. I think one of them may be like a group choreography. Like we all have our own moves, but we don't have like a full thematically appropriate choreography for everyone.
Yeah, we need cohesive choreography.
Yeah, like a cohesive choreography.
So we either need to find someone who can tie us together. Bad choice of words. Or discover teamwork for ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, the option always remains to join my hive mind.
And I think is important.
I think we need like some musical accompaniment too. Like, I don't know what that would entail, but something really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we need a great song and a choreography to match it.
Yes. I think
maybe
great song is the perfect phrasing there.
Maybe there's like a like one of those toy music cassette players or something like that has like is rumored to have like the perfect music for like chaotic parts. And we need to discover it.
You need to know how to dance as a team, and you need a great song.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you know that Electric Avenue is a strange place. The things that you have heard is that there are no rules, except for these 4 rules, which are totally rules that you must follow. First, there is no physically harming another toy. Second, drama is mandated. The third is the music can never stop. And the fourth is a dance-off can never be refused. And it's final and is the final arbitrator of any and all disputes. Any arbitration from a dance-off creates what's called a decree. You do not know what the decrees are because they're changing all the damn time. You've heard that might make things dangerous, such as you've heard rumors that toys have come there and then stepped in the lava because they didn't know that there was lava there and was never heard from again. So you make it to Electric Avenue, and from far away you can hear the sounds and see the lights. And as you approach, you're coming to basically this stretch stretch in this desolated city that is lights and signs on either side, and there's toys on the street that looking menacingly at you, snapping their fingers like they're just ready to start something. What do you do?
I turn to my compatriots and say, I believe this is the riffraff I've heard about. It's best we avoid them.
We cannot be swayed by riffraff. We must find the greatest song.
We can surely find the great song by walking around the riffraff.
But maybe if we can get into one of those riffraffs, they'll tell us where the greatest song is.
Yes, they might know.
Yes,
This is a bad idea.
But
they are snapping their fingers in good time, so maybe you're onto something.
They're definitely ready for a dance-off. I think that's how they do things here. You want something, we have to dance for it. And I point a finger. At that moment, I turn around, I point a finger at one of the guys, the people who are looking at me funny.
And the guy just snapping his fingers goes, and all of his buddies fan out around you, snapping as they come striding up to you. Hey there, lounge lizard. You must think that you're hot shit or something. No, hot stuffing or something. Better put your feet where your mouth is.
I'm going to...
That sounds unsanitary.
I'm going to put my feet in your ass in a dance-off.
Ooh, and in unison, they all do the maneuver. You think you can take out and they all do a twirl, the spins? Let's see, what type of toy are they? They are... Okay, yeah, these are Bratz dolls. Giant head, like very disproportional bodies. So, so you're challenging them to a dance battle?
Yes, we are. We are, right? And I look at the others.
And the dinosaurs fan out around Sock Travolta, and they can't snap, but they do stomp in perfect rhythm.
Yeah, I cannot stomp either, but I do like I move my hands around to make like a sound.
I'll jump in since I give like a long suffering sigh and then like jump in behind and like I'll do the stomping since It seems I'm the one that's most capable of stomping in this group.
So
We're hard placed dinosaurs. We can stomp.
so the lead Bratz doll is the Frankenstein girl. Except she's actually missing a leg. So when she spins, she spins.
The most minor point of contention. That's Monster High, not Bratz. Come on.
Ooh.
Is there Sorry.
Big difference.
Yeah, not important at all.
So the book is actually a little vague how dance battles are supposed to work. I think it might be play a game, or it might just be roll the dance move. I think it's play a game, and that's how I'm going to run it. Now, you can actually use your dance move during the dance battle, or you can save your dance move for later. Who is going to be the person going up front and challenging the spins or the head spins to the dance battle?
I guess at this point, since my mouth run to what's the first that will have to be me.
Excellent. So roll plus smile.
Oh, nice. Cool. So that's 2d6 plus in the smaller. I think I have +2. Yes. Okay.
Hey, I don't know what happened there. It looks like myself and Brian got booted.
Oh. Ooh.
His dance is already so good it knocked people straight out of chat.
Yes. Okay, I'll wait a little.
Hey, Brian, it looks like you also got booted out.
Okay, so I'm going to roll 2d6 and add.
Yep, your smile. So I put out 2 dice. So have you used roll for your party before?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, added more dice there.
So mine is 2 and a 5. So 7's 9 in total.
9 in total.
Yes.
Okay, so play a game. On a 7 to 9, you choose one. You won a wager. Describe what was on the line that you won. Or your opponent respects your skills and treats you with respect from here on out. Or you discover something new about this game. What is it? Or you feel good about yourself. Nothing can tear you down. The next time you roll a miss, you do not damage a part.
I mean, in accordance with the kind of what we said, I think it would be to find something new, to find the location of the mythical cassette.
Yeah. So yeah, the Monster High girl. You were not activating your dance move. So you come out, you strut your stuff, all socky. And the Monster High girl's like, and then she just spins and spins, and she does not stop. And everyone cheers. She was the total winner. She's like, your dance crew ain't all that. And that's so I'm going to name your dance crew the Ain't All That. And everyone cheers. It's like decree, decree, decree. And it is now decree number 103 that your dance crew is the Ain't All That. So yeah, the dolls are trash talking you. And they're like, "Oh, you came here for that legend? Only babies think that it still exists. You're probably gonna go find that old coot less good toy." And they go off laughing.
So what was the name of the people, the person they mentioned?
Les Good Toy.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
we must find this less good toy.
Worked out better than I thought, but could have been better.
Yes, we still need a choreography.
And now we need a better name.
Yes.
Hopefully, we can win another dance battle and decree something for ourselves.
But at least now we have the name of the person we have to find.
So you see, so on the streets, there are a couple places you can go. There's Studio 45, which is, you've heard of this place. This is like the big dance hall with, where all the cool toys and all the most important dance battles take place. There's also the Street Home, which you see basically this giant hat and boot that it's too big for a toy to actually wear, but you've seen toys that wear these types of hats and boots, and that marks the entrance to the street home. There's the Marrakesh, which is being guarded by a big, those wrestling stuff, those stuffed wrestlers, like what are they, Slam Buddies? Yeah, it's being guarded. The entrance is being guarded by a Hulk Hogan, one of them, with stuffing coming out of its head. There's this hoity-toity looking pillared building with marbled steps, and then there's also this building which has this sign that says "dance" that is like flickering.
What do you think we could find the less good toy?
Given how they treated him, probably the least nice-looking place we could go.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, definitely not Studio 45.
No, we're not ready yet for that.
Bother.
Maybe the one with the flickering light. That one doesn't seem to be in a good, well-maintained state.
Yes, we should go to the worst dance place.
The less good dance place.
Solid.
We want to dance better, so let's go to where the worst dancers are.
Well, perhaps we can feel better and more confident by looking at less good dancers after that last episode. You must go down to go up. It says so right here in my book. I flip to a page and show them.
The dinosaurs sort of swarm the book, looking at it.
Hands off! Hands off! We've had a discussion about this before.
We have no hands.
Claws off!
But we accept. I go back to being a little clump.
All right, so we'll go there. We go there. Well, we'll go there.
Yeah. As you get closer, you find like little pieces of paper on the floor, like on the ground, that say Murray Arthur's Dance Studio, and it looks like the dance is like kind of in the same lettering there. And when you make it there, it's to the players, you would recognize this as a glass door where the glass has been shattered. But it's like this weird thing where there's this obstacle in your way that you have to crawl over. And it looks like there is like all this hard clear stuff on the ground near it. But you need to get over this like kind of, thing on the ground in order to get into this place. It's the bottom of a glass door.
Ah.
I think I can squeeze in on a sock. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. The sock move. It has to do with helping people.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is your sock puppet move. Yeah, there is one of the sock moves I know has to do with squeezing into spots. It doesn't look like you specifically have that move.
No.
So this is kind of a door that's like that we need to like shove ourselves through, or someone needs to shove themselves through.
Yeah, it's just kind of like the glass paneling of the door is broken, but the bit at the bottom that like the bit at the bottom is in your way. So you need to figure out either how to open the door or climb over the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what sort of move it would require, but the dinosaurs plan to use their bucket as like a step and then get over the door and then pull the bucket over with them.
Nice.
Yeah. I think that sounds like a think it through.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure about that. Push or pull. Well, I mean, push and pull would definitely work to open the door.
Because I'm not really building something that's going to have a new move unless the move works as a step. But
jury rig is, yeah. I think you just do it.
Okay.
So
the
yeah,
dinosaurs swarm around, setting up their little thing, and hop over it, and then step on the bucket.
Are you letting other people climb up the bucket?
Yes, I will allow Sunshine and Sock to use the bucket as well, because they, unlike us, can be ripped.
It's very kind of you. Thank you.
Also, please give us back our bucket.
Yes. Of course, it is yours.
Now, the bucket is also a part of you, so you're effectively having them climb up on top of you. So you are in the dance studio, and let me get back to my PDF. So yeah, there's there's a I have to decide what type of toy he is. So yeah, there is a toy that other toys are dancing around. He's like, no, you have to feel the music. Yet the music is all around us because it's Electric Avenue, but you need to bring it into your stuffing and make it a part of yourself and just dance. I think this is a fireman toy, like a plastic fireman, and you just watch, and he's like, does the whole I can't even think of what movie it is, but like the thing where he like slides on his legs and like with passion does that. Like, now you try. And there's little stuffed sheep is like, and then falls over.
Yes. Wait.
So yeah, you're in the studio with this very passionate fireman trying to teach various other toys how to dance.
How big is the group of toys that's being taught?
There's like 4 toys here.
The dinosaurs are going to thread sort of in and around the toys and form a clump in front of the fireman, and I'd say, "Are you less good stuff?"
No. I'm Murray Arthur. This is my. He points towards the basically name badge on the fireman's jacket that is actually completely illegible. This is my
dinosaurs nod. Like, clearly that's what it says because they cannot read. Look back to the other to say, he is not less good stuff. His name tag says so.
Perhaps, Murray, you could tell us where less good toy is.
Yeah, he's out back, but you obviously came here to learn how to dance.
Yes! Yes, we did.
Well, I of course can teach you how to dance, but I need something from you first.
And what is that?
The lounge lizards took my fire truck. I can't do my best dance without a fire truck.
What's that dance called? That you need a fire truck to do it.
I mean, it's the fireman shuffle, of course.
Oh,
of course.
Well, I'd very much like to see this dance move once, if we can help you out.
We can find it. We can find anything.
We'll
Perhaps you could tell us a way to get out of this this place without. Is there like, how do you operate this mechanism there? As I point towards the door.
Yeah. So you see that on the inside, there's this whole. They set up a string around like a handle on this. Like this frame that's connected to that thing at the bottom, and apparently like they just have a toy like just climb up on it and like start tugging to try and it pulls the door open.
Okay. I turn to the others. Do you think we should still try to see less good toy anyway, or do you think he won't let us through?
He has the song. We need the song.
Oh, does he?
Oh, you need a song from Les?
We need the greatest song.
You're after the greatest song.
Yes.
Oh, Les has only told me about the greatest song. I don't know what the greatest song is. But he's out in the he's out in the back in the back on the door that says with the in the door with the bell woman.
Oh, thank you.
That was easier than I thought.
Well, we'll probably want the desk lessons too, so I imagine we'll have to help him. So
Yeah.
let's since we're here, let's take a look that way. What do you say, chums?
So yeah, you kind of go into the back, into a corner, and there's a couple of doors. One of them just looks like it has a action figure with a cut off head, and it's bizarre. It's on blue. And then there's another door with a very similar symbol, but this time instead of just having the cut off head, the body is kind of has the shape of a bell. men's and women's rooms.
Mm.
This is the Bellman. We found it. Dinosaurs will like kind of form a stack and try to push the door open.
That definitely sounds like a push-pull move.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to help as well.
Yep,
Okay.
I think we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone should have ties 1 on everyone else. So if you want to roll plus ties to help out, you can. You have to roll first to see the results, and then go from there.
Okay, so I roll and then they also roll, or
Anyone who's helping you rolls first because they're going to potentially give you a +1 to your move.
got it.
All right, so that's a 2d6 and a 1 modifier. Is that how that works?
Yes, because you have ties 1.
Mm-hmm.
See if that works. Okay, there's that.
Okay, and now mine. I think that's only 12 at least. Yeah.
Okay. Well, on a 10 plus, you get to choose 2 from the list, and a 7 to 9, you get to choose 1. One of the options is grant +1 to their next move. Another one is take a consequence of failure on their next move for yourself. There's also nothing breaks as a result of your help. Oh, and another one is someone else can help too. There is a limit of only one person can help unless you choose someone else can help too.
True.
I forgot about that part. So it sounds like let's just do Sac Travolta first. So you got a 10 plus. So you get to choose 2 things.
Sure. I mean, nothing breaks as a result. Well, yeah, that could be fun. I'm going to grant +1 on their next move.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say that someone else can help too.
Okay. And what breaks? So you're helping to open the door. What breaks because of that? And you should also say how you were helping.
I'm like putting myself in the distance between the door and the
you're trying to be like apply.
Hmm?
You're trying to use your body to help like pry the door open.
Yeah, a little bit. So maybe my hands break. Like I'm trying to push with my little hands that are not really door like made for that, so they like fly off at some point.
Okay, so you're going to lose your floppy limbs.
Yes.
Now there might be a chance for you to repair them, but I'm going to go ahead and strike them out for now.
Okay.
You should go ahead and take a look at. There's a couple of moves to look at for that. There's minor fix up. And there's also jury rig. Jury rig, you are going to need to find some stuff, but you know that we'll encounter that when you want to go for it. So then, Sunshine Bear, how are you going to try to help out?
I'm thinking I'm going to be using my bulk and stuffiness to kind of like really lean hard into the door to make it easier to be pushed open.
Okay.
Putting that big booty to use. And I rolled a 10 as well, I think, with my tie.
Okay. So then you get to choose 2 as well.
Okay. So I'm giving a +1. And what were the choices again? Sorry.
+1, You take the consequences for the failure on the next move yourself.
Mhm.
Nothing breaks as the result. Someone can help too.
Okay, I'll go with +1 and nothing breaks as a result of my help.
Okay. So then, dinosaurs, you get an extra +2 to your strong arm for push and pull.
Excellent. Which is good because that puts me at a 10.
Nice. So
wait,
yeah,
I actually get to add one more, so that gives me an 11. Okay.
doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to move it where you want. So yeah, you can just keep the door open.
We'll just push the door open and hold it for the others to get through,
Mhm.
and then kind of fall through.
Yeah. So now that the door is open, you hear very different music than what's getting pumped into the dance studio. It kind of goes do 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 do, and it just keeps on going again and again and again.
Okay.
This doesn't seem too promising, I have to admit, but we're here, so let's go.
I don't know. It's kind of catchy.
Also, out of character, like that kind of broke up like halfway through, so I couldn't hear all of it. So
That sort of makes it better that we had this ominous Pop Goes the Weasel cracking up during its blade.
Nice.
So yeah, we go inside.
Yeah. So the music is coming from a toy. Not a toy you've ever seen before. You've never seen anything like it. It is a ukulele with a crank at the bottom that's just spinning and spinning and spinning to play Pop Goes the Weasel.
Hello, sir. Are you the less good toy?
Yes, I am. Not many toys come to find me. They find my music old-fashioned.
Well, I think it's classy.
Thank you. It's been forever since someone appreciated fine music. You notice like one of the ukulele strings is like broken and just hanging out there, which is probably why it sounded so bad.
Could this be them trying to make friends?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. In that case, I roll with smile. I think.
Mhm.
Yep. I'm going to clear this. Okay.
Oh, by the way, you don't need to with roll for the party. You don't need to constantly put more dice out. All what you need to do is reselect a set and hit reroll.
I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Okay. That's 9 plus 2, 11. Nice.
Okay, nice. So on 11 on make friends, they regard you as friendly. So yeah, you have a tie with them. I'll just make a note that you have a tie with Les Paul.
It will be something like share appreciation for classic music.
Yeah, it's like, I like the cut of your rug.
Well, thank you, sir.
Come on, that was a terrible pun, guys.
The dinosaurs do not appreciate wordplay, but I was snickering.
I remain aloof.
So I haven't seen you around Electric Avenue before.
We are new in town, and we seek to make our mark here. My chums and I.
by dancing.
Oh, you're here for the Electric Cup, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they come every year. And usually they just get newcomers like you usually just get crushed by the Guts or some other crew.
We hope things will be different this time.
Yes.
And that's why we come to visit you.
Other toys are not us.
I mean,
That's actually correct.
You should be careful. I've seen many toys get served by the Guts. Really strange dance. You're going to need something special to be able to compete with that.
Like the greatest song?
How do you know about that?
We heard the legends.
We'd rather not go into the particulars now. But
We
yes.
know many things. We protect our sources.
A friend of mine once was in possession of the best song in the world. And I've heard it once. I don't remember the whole thing. Unfortunately, that friend is no longer with us, but I think I know where to find it. The last time I saw my friend, he was over with the cattle prodders.
Okay.
The cattle prodders, you say?
That doesn't sound like a dance.
Well,
Not a good dance.
sure. Well, that's the name of their crew.
Did someone force that name on them?
Are they friendly?
I mean, they could be worse. They do like to dance.
Oh, well, then they're all right.
Yeah, they're over at the street house.
I think we should go visit them.
Anything you need help with, perhaps, while we're out and about?
I mean, if you can help me get, I'd love the best song in the world to be played again. I'll come with you.
All right.
So the way it walks is the crank goes, and it's still playing Pop Goes the Weasel, and as Let's Get Toy goes.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing we don't need the element of surprise for anything.
We have acquired theme music.
Things are on the up and up. Let's
Yep.
go. Go, friends. All right, I guess we make our way out.
Yeah.
Just making a note so I remember what Let's Get Toy is, because I so don't want to forget that. So yeah, you go out in the streets, and the spins totally see you. They're doing their snap thing and are giggling, calling you the catcalling, saying, "Oh hey, it's the ain't all that's."
Ain't all that funny.
Are you trying
It's
to
over.
look fierce there?
Sure.
Yes, go for it.
Do it.
I think this is not going to end well for me.
I would like to help look fierce.
That's
Okay,
probably,
yeah.
I'm not
Why don't you
good.
roll your help move before Sock Travolta rolls his look fierce?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm not good with a strong.
That's a 7 total.
So you get to choose one. Either you can give them a +1, you can take over the consequences if they fail, or the consequences, the consequences of a failure. Nothing breaks, or someone else can try to help.
Mhm.
Would you also like to help Sunshine Sparkleton?
I'd be
Okay.
willing to help.
I will say someone else can help, and I'm just
Well,
sort of a failure
I,
here.
I would like to point out, if you do someone else can help without choosing the +1, it's the same as you. It's a chance of getting the same result as if you just did a +1.
I guess I'll do the +1 then.
Okay. And then what breaks because of your help?
And what breaks is part of me and not like the environment or something?
Um,
Just clarifying before I commit to a
if we
thing.
have something that makes sense in the situation, we can do that. So, like, the handle to the door breaking would be one thing. In this case, we don't really have something like that.
Okay.
So it would be part of yourself.
So the dinosaurs fan out and look as tough and fierce as they can. But in the doing, I think we break our bucket.
Oh,
Your bucket.
no.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can fix it, but for now it is broke.
Okay. And go ahead and look fierce.
Okay, so I have
We roar a lot.
+0. So if I'm going to try to do the select things and re-roll. That's a 10. That's a 10.
Nice.
And I needed that +1 because I had -1 before without it. So great. Just enough. Okay, nice.
Yeah, so the spins are making and you're just like doing the.
Ain't that funny?
Except you don't have floppy arms anymore.
Ain't that with my head or whatever.
They are like, and they're like, you're all right, and yeah, so that one of the Brad stalls rolls out this big cylinder, and it has this thin layer of this gray stuff, or it has these layers of gray stuff on there. You have as stuff duct tape.
Okay.
So mark on your character sheet that you have stuff.
Cool.
Doesn't matter how much stuff you have. There's a little drop down of stuff, yes or no.
Stuff.
Here.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
I've got it.
Yeah, I got it.
So you have stuff.
Nice.
Stuff is important because you need stuff to do things like jury rig.
Cool.
Yes. So now we could theoretically, like, put your arms back on with a jury rig, or
cool.
give you crab
Better
hands or
arms.
something. Who knows?
Better arms.
Fix a bucket. Or hey, maybe you're just going to do something else with that stuff. Who knows? But yes, you make it to the what is it? The street home. And the music here is way different. It actually sounds a little bit more like Les Goodtoy, that kind of twanging music. But there's a bunch of little plastic cowboys doing the dancing in lines and then breaking up and twirling each other and then going back into lines. Actually, it's cowboys and Indians that are dancing around here.
Mm-hmm.
We admire their moves.
So, are these your friends? Less good choice.
I mean, is there my old friend Sawhorse was the one who used to hang out here from time to time. But unfortunately, the little girl broke down eventually. I miss her dearly. And I mean, it's a ukulele, so it doesn't really have eyes. But if it had eyes, it looks like it's staring off into the corner where there's this broken seesaw horse, the little rocking horse thing. Like,
my condolences.
So, should we try to talk with some of them?
They're like, howdy, partners. You come here for a line dance?
Yes.
Yes.
Among other things. Perhaps later.
We didn't know you line danced.
Yeah, well, no one here knows how to line dance, so you watch them go, and they're trying to do it, but oh man, their patterns are just way too complicated for you to catch on to. You'll need to learn how to line dance if you want to join them.
And how do we do that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't know how to line dance? Well, we could teach you. We can teach you someday. But first we'll need. But first, you need to do something for us.
Okay. What would that be?
Well, the Meowthia got the Lone Ranger's hat, and we'd like it back.
Okay. I mean, and I look at them. As much as I would like to learn how to line dance, we were here for another reason. Maybe.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, they're very distracting with all those moves they have.
Yeah, we're really good at dancing. They never stop doing their line dance.
So leaving that aside for a moment, do you know where the greatest song is?
Well, I mean, isn't this the greatest song? Les Paul's like, or Les Good Toys like.
It is a pretty darn song, darn good song, but there's the greatest song, Big G, greatest, legendary kind of thing.
It's Sally had it before got or Mattel bless her soul.
Yeah,
like,
bless her heart. Do you know what it's now?
I mean, if you want to go get the into the pile, we don't believe in disrespecting the dead like that. Not unless there's a decree.
I see where you're going.
All right.
Is on. So yeah, I think we are going to dance competition.
Yep, that's how things work. Here.
All right.
So who is going to go up against the line dancers?
I think you've stepped up enough. So I think I'll jump. I think you've taken enough sock. I'll stand it this time.
That sounds good.
All right.
You go.
All right. I go in and is this mechanically? Is this play a game again or?
Yeah. Wemmys, do you want to do the solar dunk?
I mean, I kind of want to, but I don't know if I need to save that for something else. It's like a once per session thing you said.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say if you. By the way, what stat is associated with the solar dunk?
It's smile.
And then the Mesoic mash. What stat is associated with that?
How about scrounge? Because that's my best.
Totally appropriate. And then Sock Travolta. I know you were a freestyler.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a name for your style?
Yes. Actually, yes. I wrote it down. It's called Disco Party Friendship Forever.
Oh, I like
Disco
that.
Party Friends Forever.
Friendship Forever.
Friendship Forever. And that's smile based?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Disco Party Friendship Forever. Okay. Just because we didn't have that all written down, I just want to make sure we got that. So the way I'm going to do this is because the rules aren't very specific. If you're using your a dance move during a dance battle, you roll the appropriate stat and use that for the play a game as a replacement, and then the results give you what benefit you get afterwards. So that carries. So the benefit carries forward based on what that benefit is for an amount of time. I know the rules aren't super specific on how long things last, so we'll just kind of figure that out from there.
Okay, in the interest of seeing how this works, I'll do the solar dunk.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, they do their line dance with very it's kind of mesmerizing. But you go, you watch them, and then it's your time to show them off.
All right, all of my properness just goes away. Like, all right, it's time to do the solar dunk, and then I get in there, everyone's like, "Whoa, solar dunk!" And I jump in and I do the move, and let's see how it goes. Let's be good. Ah, it's 11.
Nice.
So, describe what the solar dunk looks like.
All right, so I jump in there. It's like a big pounding noise, and then I start shaking my booty, and then I just lift up my hat, smash it in the ground, and then lift up something imaginary and smash it around. I just do that like in a big circle, just keep on whooping it up. I'm like, yeah, solar dunk.
The Cowboys are totally getting into it, and they're trying to do don't have the same moves as you, too. But that's part of the solar dunk is getting everyone else into it.
Get hiffy, everybody.
So yeah, you totally rolled a 10 plus. So according to the move sheet, you get to choose 3 from the list. You won the wager. Your opponent respects your skills and treats you with respect from here on out. You discover something new about the game. You feel really good about yourself, and nothing can tear you down. And the same time, you would fail a move, you don't damage a part. That's part of feeling good about yourself.
Right. Let's see. Is there a place I can read these? Just
Yes. So the second tab isn't formatted the best, but it's under play of the game. There's also I shared with you the link to the PDF, which I think you lost when you got booted. So I'll find that again
Just
and
dropped it in
repost
the chat because I had it open.
Perfect. That's the easier to read one, but it's not part of the spreadsheet.
All right. I don't know what we were trying to achieve again. I was just so into the move that I forgot what we were doing in the first place.
You were trying to get loot Sally the sawhorse's body to find the best song in the world.
I do that. We have to make a decree. So
yes.
Yeah. All right. So right, we won the wager. So I guess we want to loot her body, but assuring them we'll be as respectful as possible while doing it, because this is also Les Goodtoy's friend, so we don't want to. But we want to have access, I guess. And
I agree that it is respectful to take a song.
Yeah. And I want to say the opponents respect my skill and treat me with respect from here on out.
Okay, and then you get one more.
Oh, I get one more?
You won the wager. They're respecting you.
So great. I want to discover something new about this game.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that would be, though. Mechanically, can you help me out here?
Yeah, so it would be something about maybe the past decrees that have been made, or how how the mechanics of the society decrees work, or maybe just how toys determine who the best dancer is.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to know like common threads between past winners or something like that. Like what like common element, or what was it that allowed some people to win?
Yeah, so a lot about it is showing off something unique about yourself, something that other toys can't do. So you're like, oh, I won this competition because I got I got the cowboys dancing with me, and that's something that other toys have trouble doing. So yeah, it's totally like that aspect of that aspect of things.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing new stuff to the table, is that kind of?
Yeah.
Like, all right, and no one has like combined like different things before, like our group perhaps, or is that?
Yeah, your moves were totally fresh there.
Yeah.
These cowboys have never seen audience participation in a dance battle before.
Sweet. All right. Like I go down for my super like boombastic mode and then turn to my friends like, well, I think that turned out pretty well.
That was awesome.
Yes.
The dinosaurs are so psyched that they like pick each other up and dunk each other.
That's awesome. That's so great.
We love the solar dunk.
So yes, now you have the so now it so there's a decree that gets shouted, and one of the cowboys goes shouting down the street saying, "Decree 127. It's okay to scrounge the dead if it's for the purpose of improving dance." And like there's cheering all over the place.
And the black market of body parts just started in the wall. Great.
I'm not sure if I did the right thing now that I think about it. But hey.
But now you have the right. But now it's okay for you to scrounge through the bodies.
So yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, as they finish shouting the decree, I say respectfully, trying to add my. I don't know if that's how it works, but.
So yeah, this is they just have kind of this pile of toys that they didn't know what to do with. that just, stopped moving, stopped talking. Most of them are looking pretty broken. You can tell that the sawhorse just like its brace snapped, and that was just it. Like it's now just pieces of wood and plastic.
Hmm. So yeah,
All
well,
right.
I guess we start looking inside it, searching for the body.
Yeah,
So,
that
Yeah.
would be a find something.
since I have a ridiculously good scrounge, can I attempt to find the
Yes, you
greatest
can.
song
Sounds good.
in this pile of junk?
Sure.
So the dinosaurs are going to fan out and start scrounging madly.
I fruitlessly yell for decorum from like the edge. No, I let you do your work because I know you're the best at it.
We are respectful always, one pops up to say as they continue scrounging.
I do the
It
eyes.
must be true. It must be true. The dinosaur said so.
I lower my sunglasses and do the pointing at like every single dinosaur. Eye contact can be made.
Tactical's like, we feel your contempt and are unmoved. That's an 11.
Okay, so you get to pick two. You find exactly what you're looking for. It isn't dangerous, or nobody else wants it.
I'm going to go for it. It's exactly what we were looking for, and it isn't dangerous. But
That's what I
clearly
thought.
everyone wants it because it's the greatest song.
Yeah, so you find one of these.
And the dinosaurs together hold up this music player.
And Les Paul's like, that's it. That's it. Oh, I so want it. I so want it.
It's ours now.
Dinosaurs hold it up like, finders keepers, we found it.
But she was my
It's our
friend.
stuff.
It should be a part of me.
The dinosaurs just look very skeptically at this wind-up ukulele, like, it doesn't fit. We have dips.
You have to learn to leave people go. It's okay. You still have her memory. You don't need this.
I try to step in and say, we promise that through our efforts that you will share in it and everyone will benefit from the
Yes.
greatest song.
But I'm the great Les Goodtoy. I make music. That's what I'm about. Why won't you let me make music?
You are not
Because
great.
with
You
this-
are less good.
My God.
I'm,
Damn.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try make him feel better about this somehow.
Yes, please.
Let's see.
So-
Yeah, the dinosaurs
you-
don't have social skills.
I'm trying to like push them off. Hold on. And I think what I'm trying to do is what was I doing?
Are you bribing or are you trying to make a bargain? Or you can try to look fierce.
I'm not trying to look fierce. Thought there was something else I could do as a bear. Let's see.
Oh, yes, there is your softy move.
Let's see. It's like a bear. Ah, yes. I'm gonna be bossy.
Oh,
Try
you're
to
going to be
convince-
bossy bear.
Yeah. Now listen here, you. I can assure you that we have the best intentions for everyone in mind, yourself included. Blah blah blah. So, let's see how this goes. Okay. There it is. 2, 2, and hopefully this. Wait. Oof. Nope.
Ooh. That's bad.
I can roll this to my advantage, though.
Let's try to do the re-roll instead of adding new dice,
All right,
just
sorry.
because it adds more dice
Yeah,
and
I'm
makes
not
it
too
harder.
sure how. Yeah, just not sure how this works.
What you do is you click on the existing dice, and they get highlighted in red.
Oh,
And then if
okay.
you hit that green button, it will just re-roll the highlighted dice.
Okay. I'm just gonna take advantage of that snafu to reroll again.
Sure.
Sure. Or I'm fine with rolling that. But I just wanted to see how that works. So I'll take
Yeah.
a miss.
Okay.
I have a lifetime. When I roll a 6-, I doubt my origins and wonder if you really are all new materials. Damage 1 part, but gain 1 hold to divine the history or origin of our person or item. So does that apply to this situation where since I rolled a 6-?
Yes. So you do get them. You do get the hold, and there's a spot for you to mark how much hold you have.
Okay.
But you also damage a part.
Totally. Okay, so I get 1 hold. Nope. That's a 1. Okay. Can I say that like it was kind of look at the part? I'm kind of seeing that like I'm trying to like step in right as the dinosaur said something particularly offensive, and then maybe the ukulele like wasn't trying to be violent, but like shoved his like the neck of the ukulele into my face and smashed my framed sunglasses.
Oh!
And then they just like fall off my face. I'm like,
you're like, oh, look here, bam.
Exactly.
We did not want it to come to this.
But we are ready for it.
So you have a couple of options here of, the Les Goodtoy is not convinced yet. So you still need to find a way to get him to back down about this part. Or you can cave in and try to see if you can give him the best song in the world and have him still be able to include it, use it during the dance battle.
I kind of want to spend my hold here. To say like that the origin of this item or like divine something about Sawhorse, that they really wanted this to be used in dance rather to support like our group rather than be a part of just one person.
I have an idea maybe how to convince him.
Oh, wait. How does... Okay, so on the hold, let's see, you are built like a bear. Damage 1 part. Spend to divine the hit. Okay, that's where you were going from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you were the first person who flat out missed a roll, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I forgot that that's how the form moves work. So you want to divine the history of the best song in the world?
Yeah.
Trying to think of what that means.
Or the history of Sawhorse, if that's a little bit more accessible.
Okay. No. Okay. So yeah, you recognize that this is not actually the best song in the world. It is something that stores songs, and somewhere on it is the best song in the world. So you still need to figure out how to get the best song of the world out of here and get it played in the real world.
I relay this information to my chums while keeping my back to Les Goodtoy.
He's like hopping up and down. He's like, "Oh, I want it! I want it!"
Les Goodtoy? Although we need the song, we also need a DJ to play it for us during the dance. I was thinking that maybe you could be that DJ, and afterwards you can keep the theme.
Yes. I want to play the best song in the world. I want to play the best song in the world. I want to play the best song in the world.
Alrighty then. Isn't that what they say here? Yes.
Okay. He agrees with this. I think this is a jury rig to make it so he can play the best song in the world.
Huh. Do I roll that?
Somebody is going to need to roll it. It is a scrounge roll.
Maybe
I mean,
we
I'm
let our
not-
expert do it.
Sure. I mean, I'm not terrible at a scrounge.
It's not me. I can't do this, that's for sure.
If you want to scrounge, you can do it, or I can do it, or I can try to help you do it.
Actually, yeah, I'll be. I think it's better if you do it, because in the meantime, I can try to repair my arms, because I need them for dancing. So yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'll try to aid since I kind of know, since I divined this. So kind of like use my
Yes.
know-how. I opened up my fairy tale book and point at some relevant chapter.
So
Yeah,
you're
the
gonna-
instruction books, the instructions are literally reading this.
it's probably not there, but I'm just making some analogies to Rumpelstiltskin making strings or something.
The dinosaurs are sure this is what your book says. They cannot read. So
Connect the red wire.
yes, that's a lot like spitting straw into gold somehow. So yeah, the dinosaurs are going to swarm Les Good Toy and begin upgrading him with this music player.
Excellent.
I'll roll my aid then. All right, that should be a 10.
Okay. So you're probably going to want the to give the +1.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to want to allow Sock Travolta to also roll help, or would you rather not take a damage?
I think I'd rather not take a damage.
Okay. So then the dinosaurs go ahead and incorporate a music player into a crank and play ukulele.
Yes.
Okay, where did I put the roller? So we just barely got an 8 with your +1. The dinosaurs are not totally committed to this course of action, and also they don't really understand how this player works.
Your other
Okay.
left.
So then on a
The
7 to
dinosaurs are
9,
swarming around. They don't need to coordinate so much, but they are grumbling about, this doesn't work. Oh, the strings are in the way. Rah, 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 rah.
so on a 7 to 9, you choose one. You successfully repair or modify the part. The target gains a move. It doesn't use up your stuff. It doesn't draw unwanted attention. You're probably going to want the move here if you want to have the best song in the world.
Yeah, so I'm going to say it gains the move of playing the best song in the world, but the player isn't really integrated into him. It's just kind of wedged into the little sound hole of the ukulele and held in by the strings, where it's not really repaired and modified. It's just kind of stuck on.
Yeah, and you used up all of the stuff that you had. So
Yes,
the duct tape, you basically covered Les Paul in this duct tape.
Oh, that wasn't even my stuff, though. Can I commit someone else's stuff?
I mean,
Because
as if he left you.
I had no stuff of my own. I figured that was
Sure.
stuff.
Or was the greatest song in the world player the stuff? Maybe we can't take it out.
Yeah, I thought that was stuff on its own.
No, stuff is basically just random things that help you that make jury rig possible. So it's stuff it's like thread or tape or glue, stuff, things like that.
Okay.
The MP3 player was a thing.
Okay, so I used a
Maybe
thing
since
and a
the-
stuff.
Could we take the stuff from the Cowboys, since they respect and awe me? This is a really
The move,
noble undertaking, so maybe they want to help us out.
the Jarvik move that says that you can use stuff or things. So
Oh. Sure, you can keep the stuff.
Okay.
Mostly because I want to repair my arms.
Yes.
So I cannot do the.
It doesn't even occur to the dinosaurs to use duct tape because clearly that would mess up his ability to play his own song. And yeah.
We'll say that there's still duct tape involved in it because that's still thematically fun.
It's a mess. The dinosaurs are very proud of themselves. They fan away with a ta-da.
Nice.
So, the group now has a move. When you convince Les Goodtoy to play the best song in the world, take +1 on any dance rolls that scene.
Nice.
In addition, you want to know what the best song in the world is? I posted a link to it.
I'm delighted that it's definitely the song we were referencing in the chat earlier.
I mean, of course it was going to be that.
Yes, the dinosaurs will be slightly off-put that this is clearly not the best song. This is but a tribute.
But no, the song kept on saying the best song in the world, so this is the best song in the world, right? Now I have to listen to it.
And also, while the dinosaurs were working on setting up this thing, can I repair my arms?
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, let's see. Minor fix-up once per session when you perform a jury rig move. If you are not also running away, you can describe yourself doing an additional minor repair on a different part than the jury rig. Then the jury rig's target. The target part is restored to normal. So the dinosaurs get to choose something else to fix. That's not on Les Goodtoy.
Oh yeah, I can do the minor fix-up. If Angel would like help reattaching his arms, I could do that. Or we can try to fix our bucket.
Where would you want?
Okay. Oh man, I'm going back and forth on just how self-centered are the dinosaurs. I think the dinosaurs will, in a fit of glee at their just totally nailing this upgrade, attempt to swarm Sock Travolta and reattach his arms because we're doing everything. We're the best.
Nice.
And now I can do because I have arms again.
And then there's a second fanning out end. Ta-da!
Nice.
So, and Les Goodtoy so plays the best song in the world.
That's
and
awesome.
and the Cowboys are like looking in awe. They're like, Electric Avenue needs to hear about this. And I think this is a good place to call the session.
Sure.
Does it feel like a good place to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we completed one half of our plan to be the best.
Yes.
Which should leave enough time for you to bring your dance styles together, look at the competition, and dance your hearts out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is Threadbare. What do you guys think?
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really great.
It's a
I wasn't
great.
sure what to expect.
It's a very lighthearted game. It so brings out the puns in everyone. Because you just get to be silly and still get to work within the world. So, yeah, I like the game quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was saying in the chat, I loved the Sunshine Sparkleton voice and how that changes when he dances. and how Dr. Volta was punctuating everything he did with dramatic gestures.
So good.
It's wonderful.
Love Sock Travolta.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I love the dinosaurs like incorporating everything, like this hive mind, like they're super weird.
Yeah, I really was able to get into the dinosaurs, just getting and everything. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I still want to see the dinosaurs throw down and dance.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
The dinosaurs danced a little bit, but that was just how incredibly smiley Sunshine Sparkleton is, I guess. But yes, we will dance. We will melt your faces off.
Cool.
So next week, I believe we have Tommy Rayburn joining us.
Mhm.
And Ryan, you were unsure if you were able to make it next week or not?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh,
Yeah, I definitely can make it next week. I thought I had a conflict that I don't, but
Okay, awesome. And then Angel, we were going to see you next week as well?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks everyone for playing. This was a great time. And next week, the lounge lizards are totally going to try to serve you. I actually can't wait to see Sock Travolta versus the lounge lizards.
yes. Oh no, if we're not going to have Sunshine Sparkleton, I'm bummed.
I'll try. I really want to. It's not that
Yes.
I'll try.
I'm sure anyone else will be awesome too, but
Well,
also, I love Neon Winnie Pooh.
well, if we don't have Sunshine Sparkle, then maybe they got kidnapped by the Meowthia, and some other toy needs to make a dramatic entrance and save the day.
I'd be good with that.
Cool.
Well, cool. Well, thank you guys. I will see you around, and next week we'll have the conclusion of Electric Avenue.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thanks for running it.
Thanks for running.
No
Yeah,
problem.
awesome.